Good morning guys, it has been a while since I last vlogged, but I am now on annual leave and the weather is really nice, so I figured I'd run some errands that I've been putting off lately, and one of them is going to the charity shop and donating some books because I did a clear out a year ago and these books have just been sitting in my room. So now I am going to make that trip to the charity shop. I called them just a few minutes ago to ask if I could bring them in because I know that a lot of charity shops have been overwhelmed with donations, especially clothes. So I just wanted to make sure that they had space for it before I come and bring them in. After that, I'm gonna go to Westfield and pick up a few things. So yeah, let's finish packing my books that I'm gonna donate. This is the bag with all the books that I want to donate, and yes, I did read all of the Twilight books and I'm just glad that I'm managing to finally get rid of these because it's just been in my room for the past year. And I did try to sell them on eBay, but just the process is just too long and I just want to get rid of them already. So I did plan on walking to the charity shop, but the bag is a bit heavy, so I think I'm going to take a bus. I'm back home and I'm a little bit sad because I didn't manage to get the things that I wanted to get at Westfield because they didn't have any of the two items I wanted. So I wanted to get this tinted moisturizer by Bare Minerals because I wanted kind of like a lighter foundation for the summer, and at the moment I just keep wearing my Fenty foundation, which is kind of a bit heavy, so I wanted something more lighter. And House of Fraser and John Lewis and Boots did not have Bare Minerals, even though it was on their website, unless it was there and I just didn't see it. And then I wanted to get this Jewel lip balm, but they had the shade and I was able to test it. They like sanitized the sample and then put it on a swab, and I was able to put it on my lips, but they didn't have that product in stock, and nor did House of Fraser, so I ended up just buying bubble tea because I was bummed. Anyway, what I did manage to get is this nail polish. It's like a green nail polish by Etsy, and it is the shade Maximilian Strasser. There you go. That's the shade, and I want to paint my nails because it's very rare that I have the chance to do my nails since I work in healthcare, and I wanted like I don't know, I was just kind of like in a dark, like this kind of shade kind of mood last night, and I tried painting in like a pastel lighter green and I just wasn't feeling it. Really, all I wanted to do was just kind of update you guys on what I have been doing because it has been a while since I've vlogged, and I'll do my nails in the meantime. I had to cream my hands because they're just so dry before I paint them. So I guess the first thing to update you guys on is that I got counselling slash had a therapy session. I can't open it. Why did I cream my hands before opening this nail polish? I got counselling that was part of the trust that I work at, and I can't multitask. So back to what I was saying. I had this meeting with my team leader, and she was asking me how I was feeling, and this was kind of during the second surge or second wave, probably like 2 months ago, and the meeting just turned very emotional. When I feel like whenever someone asks me how I'm doing, I just kind of start getting really emotional, and I start tearing up, because probably there has been a lot of feelings that I've been keeping to myself and that I haven't been like sharing with anyone. And she recommended for me to get counselling, and there's actually one that is part of my trust. So coincidentally, like the next week they had they extended their period, and they offered more appointments, and you could also do online appointments instead of having like in-person one-to-one sessions. So I booked an online counselling meeting, which happened to be after my night shift, so I was a bit tired, but I managed to sleep. But anyway, I knew that I was going to get really emotional during this meeting, but I didn't know that I was going to cry so much. So in the session, the counsellor was going through a series of questions, so there's 2 questionnaires to fill in, and I realized that I have been thinking about the pandemic and the things that I've been through more often than I probably should be, and probably unconsciously as well, which often led me to being upset or moody, yeah, just generally feeling irritated. And I only realized that as I was having my session, and it was just really nice to be able to talk to someone about what I was going through, and especially this one incident that happened during the first surge that I didn't really share with anyone. Well, I shared it a bit, but not fully, and I always often thought about it afterwards. It always made me upset whenever I started thinking about it. And so during the session, it was just nice to be able to talk about the things that happened, especially with doing the critical care course during a pandemic. It's like extra stress. Yes, you're doing the course online, and you don't have to wake up early and go to like travel to uni. You can just roll out of bed at like 15 minutes before the lecture, and then you're ready. But there's like an added stress of doing the course online during the pandemic, because one, you're like exhausted. Like the pandemic alone is exhausting in itself, and then add in the course, it's just like exhausting, because ideally you want your days off just for rest and recovery and me time, and just, you know, just chillax or catch up on chores, but instead you're gonna have to be studying. So it's been a tough time doing the critical care course whilst during a pandemic. And yeah, I did choose to do it during the pandemic because I didn't want to delay it either, but you know, I'm just gonna power through it. My counselor who was having the session with me did suggest maybe delaying the critical care course to whenever I feel less stressed about it, but to be honest, I just want to power through because I am already halfway through the course. I've already finished one module and I start the next one next month, so I'm almost there. I'm just gonna get through it. And I feel like after the after I had that meeting, my mood has been better, and I realize I don't think about it so often anymore. And also just in general, another thing is that the situation at work is also getting better. The cases in the UK for COVID are going down, and I'm definitely seeing it at work. So we've already closed down our extended bit of our ICU, so we're just contained in our normal ward. And as of Thursday last week, we only had 2 COVID patients, which is a relief, because now it means that we don't have to wear full PPE for non-COVID patients, because before, even if they were non-COVID, we would still be wearing full PPE just in case. But now we've de-escalated to wearing surgical masks and visors, which is a relief. Honestly, I'm so happy, because you're just more free and you're not sweating, and you really feel less tired when you don't have to wear the whole gear. But having said that, I did look after both COVID patients last week when I was just celebrating not having to wear PPE. But anyway, I didn't complain because I'm on annual leave now, so my shift was fine. Hopefully this is it. I think we're still, like, the back of our minds, we're still preparing, hopefully not, for possible mini wave in the summer, since everything in the UK is opening up. So shops and basically non-essential retailers have opened up this month on the 12th, and everything else like restaurants will open next month, so we'll see how it goes. With that, actually, it's just so nice to be able to go out and eat outdoors, although it is very cold. When we do eat outdoors, just even if they have those outdoor heating, like sometimes they don't even do anything because it's so cold and so windy. Both times I went out to eat, I was just freezing, and they both happened to be by the canal. So that has been what has happened in the last few weeks that I haven't been vlogging. Like I said, it's just so nice to be able to go out and meet friends and have a nice meal. When I went to have brunch or breakfast with my friends post night shift, like despite me being post night shift and I didn't sleep during my shift, I was just so awake and it was just so nice. I think we spent like a good almost 4 hours just talking, because we haven't seen each other in a long time. And yeah, it's just so nice to see everything open, and the weather is also getting better, although yes, it's still cold. This is how my nails look so far. That is it for today's vlog. I just been talking a lot, but I felt like I just needed to update you guys on what's been going on. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!